Find out if they can keep that record or if VG Gaming will take game one of this to a game series. We're heading over to our commentary duo. It is Odie Pillow and Fogged, I believe.
Yes, thank you, Sheev. It is me and Odie Pillow. EG versus Vici. Heavy team fight draft on Vici. EG going for their staple, their Terrorblade. Owen, how do you feel about this one?
Well, we saw the Terrorblade, of course, the other day, and
Comfortable heroes, they've been looking really hot, so it should be a really good showdown. I'm really hoping that we have lots of team fights, and it seems like we do have the resume, so let's check it out.
we do indeed. Looks like the temperature has been perfected here, as EG and VG Gaming are ready to go. As we'll see if Arteezy can do it again. He's been doing it many times here, the master tier Terrorblade. But as mentioned on the panel, the expectation for VG Gaming to go for that morph, they do so. We'll see if it hits as hard as the analysts expect it to do so here in the hands of Poyoyo.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to see Ice 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 as well, because I do see something that I really like when I see Timber Stars is 2 strength supports. Being able to explode these 2 can be very effective, especially in lane. It is the Snapfire 5 position. I think Timbersaw can take advantage of that pretty consistently. So we'll see how they can actually handle the pressure of Ice 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 Timbersaw with Poyoyo and DY up there. Players all spinning in circles right now around the mid lane. Very excited for this match.
I think unlikely we'll see too much kickoff here at the level 1.
No.
I think VG Gaming, they'd be quite happy to try and blow someone up here, but
sure.
With a bit more of a potent level 1 combo of spells. But EG, they're not going to give that to them. They'll stay to their half of the map up here.
I'm slightly concerned for EG just because of this massive team fight. If they're able to play around it, sure. But I think at some point they have to be able to fight into it, right? And I see only one real egg hitter that's reliable, which is Arteezy, and I see a Mars. You can absorb the hits. The Bulwark with that Phoenix, also just with the ultimate to block out those ranged hits, it can be really strong. So we'll see if EG can withstand that pressure, because they do have a very strong scaling lineup if they're able to, but not to say that Vici doesn't either.
No, that's true. I mean, at least they've got something against it in the sense that Fly, you know, you can always pop the borrowed time, shield someone else, and then suddenly, even if the spirits are out, the attack speed slow is removed, and you have more of a chance of taking down the egg. So
yeah,
we'll see if
watch the Bulwark.
Those sort of moves.
The absorb hits, you know, that's 70% attack projectile absorptions that can come out too. Yeah, let's see how these lanes go. Because this Puck, I've seen Puck versus Ember a lot. It's pretty skill-dependent matchup. I've seen sometimes these Embers do dominate with like Sleight of Fist, but most of the time it's been the Pucks just with the more reliable laning.
And then on the side lanes, I mean, Poyoyo, they like the sort of the hero pick for the outcome of the overall game. How's the laning for Poyoyo against a line and a Timber? Are you doing pretty fine as a morph, or is the pressure on?
The pressure is definitely on. They've even gotten a double wave right at the start. This could be a bit problematic for Vici. Still level 1 on the 2 heroes of EG, but they're pressing forward anyway. DY?
DY.
He might just die here. He's got to tease. He's thinking about
trouble, We'll get the cookie onto Crypt. It's not enough to save him though. Zai still mobile and ready to go. Cuts him down. Hit the 2. They've got enough damage for Poyoyo. It's going to be close, but he has the stick charges, and it's enough. But EG won't be able to push on for the kill onto the Morphling, but and a huge amount of pressure already coming out. Same time, down bottom, EG, they're able to step up. Arteezy pops the Metamorphosis, and they're able to run down and take out Old 11 from this bottom lane.
EG's laning phase has been something I think everybody's been talking about. They're always very prepared when they set this up. That double up wave is really smart with this Timbersaw. Gets the Q at level 2 rather than going for reactive armor. They press that aggression forward. Poyoyo missed quite a bit of last hits under the tower because of that, even missing another one. He's only gotten 4 in 1 in what looks like 3 waves. So
not easy for him at all there. No. It's going to be a slow start for the morph. And is that something that you see EG's lineup being able to press? You know, if Poyoyo does have a slow beginning to the game, does EG's lineup strike you as a lineup that is going to be able to take a lot of objectives and map control away from VG Gaming in the mid game?
Might be a little bit hard. They really only have the Terrorblade for the reliable push. They do have Hex. Instant disable is always really nice for Morphling. High damage from Timbersaw, but could be a little difficult for them to punish it too much. UIW is just getting handled by an Arteezy illusion down bottom. I'm just watching it, chasing him out of the lane.
Not easy for him to do his job down here. Still has a salve left. on him, but
nice micro. Arteezy even dodging the creep wave with the illusion, then sending it back onto him. Will end up getting killed, but does zone him out the wave for quite some time. And sending another illusion. Look at this. Arteezy's just trying to zone out the Phoenix with this. Really nice.
Nice, it's some nice stuff as well. I mean, he's barely missing a CS. I don't think he's missing any at all, really, whilst he's doing this. Just full control here of the hero and his illusion. Arteezy, you know, playing at the level you would expect after we've seen what he's been able to do on his Terrorblade. Definitely something that you can tell that I think EG's going to be bringing out many, many times here on LAN.
Yeah, and at the top we see again the same thing. They pulled the wave behind the tower, so they doubled up the wave once more. DY does get a pull-off, but now it's a massive wave under the tower for Poyoyo, so EG's going to try to pressure this. They've got an Urn, quick rush onto Ice Ice Ice. Probably looking for an early Spirit Vessel this game. Very effective versus the Morph. Makes sense.
Yeah, no, absolutely. No sort of direct way to remove that until the items start coming in, so... Definitely give good potential for Ice Ice Ice, especially backed up by Crit to get in and aggressive. A lot of it's going to be down to what we see from the movements from the...
Definitely. This bottom looking to pressure him here. He's got raindrops, so a bit more survivable versus Ult 11. He's got Fly, 2 for the heals, so he's not bringing out more regen. They're committing for him.
They're going for him.
They're out of fire spirits.
They've got enough here. They do. Good aggression here from PYW and Ult 11 as they're able to run him down, and nothing that Fly can do to keep Arteezy safe there.
Missing good amount of last hits probably here. He's pinging it out. Fly wants to go try to catch it, but they're zoning him away from the wave.
Yeah, they might even... Well, Fly's got to be very careful here. Totally out of regen himself.
He didn't miss any of the range creeps though. All 3 of those range creeps still alive, so he only missed 2 melee creeps for that death. Could have been worse.
That's pretty big. Yeah, absolutely. And if anything, getting the nice sort of reset back as a full HP and mana. We'll see if VG Games is able to do anything about him again, but they themselves, obviously, with the commitment they did make for that kill, not in a great shape right now. PYW and Ult 11 very low, and in fact, PYW just straight up dies. The chase to the illusion and Fly as PYW gone. So they may have killed Arteezy in this lane, but it did cost them a lot of resources, and as you say, Arteezy didn't end up missing out on that much at all.
No, they've got a bottle, so that death from the Phoenix, I feel like that was actually a good death. He does go down, but he's going to be able to refill the bottle, so they get sustained. So both sides maximizing, even though the deaths do end up happening.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, Ult 11 at least able to come back in and start to get back to attempting to pressure Arteezy away from the creeps. Holding on top, Poyoyo still continuing to struggle. It's a slow start here for the Morph. 19 CS. Lowest at the moment out of all 6 cores in the game. It's not an easy lane for him to play.
No, and they're killing the catapult. They're auto-attacking it here on EG, so they're trying to go for just tower pressure as well. Reaction to
mid. No, it's off the mark. Arbed, quick with the jump. As that's going to be the first coil put to no use, and a coil as well that was being followed up, or at least attempted to, by both supports, DY and PYW. They came over for that action.
They did.
Arbed with the quick fingers able to make sure that nothing is to be found with that movement.
They were ready for it. He was super ready. This is like a famous rotation. I think it's been years now that Vici's done this. The double collapse of support 6 minutes when they hit the 6 on their mid laner. EG expects it, and they still have catapult alive mid too, so Abed's going to be able to pressure mid, while top tower's going to die. This catapult's still there.
I mean, and then diving in, DY's got to be a little careful. Crit can get the setup, and easily done so. Ice Ice in with the damage, Crit with the control. DY's gone. Got the 3 of them here. Poyoyo. He's not really got a lot that he can do against this. He's just got to run. He's got to step back. As you say, 7 minutes in, this tier 1 tower pretty much taken away as EG have completely crushed any potential for Vici Gaming to really find anything out of this safe lane here. It's been a complete mess for Vici with the way that EG's played.
Radiant are scanning.
They put so much focus on here, and I'm going to keep reiterating it. This is the EG preparation for the laning phase that they do so often. 7 minutes tier 1. They're going to be able to collapse now with the supports. Crit, he's going to pull the lane back as well top. He has a double camp that he's going to pull into the wave, so that's going to prevent the Morphling from even farming up there. So he has to go to jungle. That hurts Poyoyo a lot. And Terrorblade, he's going to build the jungle at a very fast pace. Arteezy with a good start. He's going to be able to farm much faster than this Morphling right now.
Yeah, plays it sensible, realizes that the puck's off the map, knows the timing, Dream coils up, and you can see already VG Gaming, they had 3 heroes down here without the potential of the puck movement. So Arteezy just fully aware that VG Gaming were absolutely going to be on the hunt for him. Making sure nothing is to be found kill-wise down bottom. Some space for Old 11, of course, and they themselves will be able to put some pressure onto that bottom tower. Arteezy remaining hidden.
Yeah. Fly is aggressively warding and even stacking enemy jungle. So he just stacked the enemy camp right above him, and they're going to use that to farm for the Timbersaw even more so. Since they know they're preventing the Morphling really from farming nicely up here, they're just going to keep this Timber in line up here and continue to pressure him. Crit already level 5, soon to be 6, 2k gold advantage already for the side of EG.
Yeah, it's starting up very early. 8 minutes in. I mean, the thing is, with the picks that VG Gaming had, and as we say, the power that the Morph can have against some of VG's heroes, do you think they did expect that, you know what, the laning stage, it is going to be hard. We are going to have a slow start with this lineup.
I do think so. They like overcommitted for the absolute win in team fights, right? It's Puck, it's Phoenix, it's Snapfire, it's Mars. It's shown with just their actual draft, so definitely does make sense. I don't know if they expect it to be that much pressure on the Morphling, like losing your tower 7 minutes, getting dove, having 6 CS at 3-4 waves.
See, they want to go for Fly. They're going to drop the Dream Coil here for him with the Sunray. They'll have to damage. Fly will be taken out. We'll see if Arbet can get anything in return, but might find the courier. He does. He's able to take the courier down before it reaches the puck. Trying to chase him with the haste, but Arbet, he's still got remnants available. VG Gaming, they don't have further control. Ice, meanwhile, diving under the towers. He's ready to run down PYW, and with the damage from the urn and the Chakram, he's got it. Ice getting kills behind the tier 2s. DY Poyo, they're going to try and push him back. They've got the top over as well. Old 11 also in. He'll drop down the arena, jump over with the remnant. Arbet, he's looking to chase down DY here with the shield. Fly's coming in from the side, healing Ice back up. They're keeping the Timber alive as DY goes down. Ice, Arbet and Fly, they're just going to look to chase down Old 11 as well. Old 11 will be able to stop the chain connecting, to stop the Timber chasing. It doesn't matter though. They still get the reach. Arbet's in with the slight. The kills continue to roll in for EG.
Oh, heads up, Quelling Blade doesn't save his life, but looked cool at the very least. But he dies, and we were mentioning that this Timbersaw versus these double strength supports, he just cruises right through them. Even if the Morphling turns into him, it doesn't matter. They don't have the damage to deal with him. And Arbet, he's invading and taking the stacks too. This is great moves from EG. 3k gold advantage already.
They've got to do something about this VG Gaming. Or he's got Dream Core, but a little short on the mana. So kind of hard for him to make a move straight up. He's doing his best here with the bold charges. He's got enough for 1 round of spells, but who do they got him? And Ice with a full hood. It's not an appealing target, this Timbersaw right now.
No, he's way too tanky. Crit by next to him too. He's got Finger, so they do have to be careful on both that Morphling and Puck to just get burst down.
So you know the progress is looking for some of VG's other heroes. PYW nearly having the 6 online. Of course, as you say, it's their strength does lie in this team fight that they can offer up. The problem is though, EG just across the board quite far ahead already. So when this team fight comes, they've got to land these combos perfectly. Bottom,
they're hunting.
A fine Fly. At the same time, Poyo is able to get the strength morph off in time, and Arbet and Crit, they don't have enough power to burst through him. So Vici, they find a kill, they'll get themselves to the tier 1 here.
It's just the Abaddon though. 2 times now they've had to commit an ult to kill Fly, which I don't think Fly cares about. They do get the tower at the very least, but that does mean that there's no Mars ult for the rest of the cores to be too worried about. Nice. Continue to just pressure mid.
Is under attack.
I mean, he knows that they can't really touch him.
And Abed top. He forces the egg.
Come out
the kill
defensively. Alright, so the egg will save him. The stun actually does catch up, but can Old 11 get any sort of follow-up? Another remnant out. That's enough to get Arbet away.
Nice.
He's here trying to see sort of how many Vici Gaming will show themselves. They've got the 3 of them up here, but without the egg and no arena for 20 seconds, still rather difficult for Vici Gaming to set a fight up.
They're making so much space for Arteezy. Absolute free game for the Terrorblade. Besides that one death, which didn't really slow him down at all, they're just applying pressure on the other side of the map, and yeah, Vici doesn't really seem to know how to react at this point. They're starting to get farm on Poyoyo with these stacks, but he has to be careful of some type of invasion play that's going to come out too, because it feels like EG, they're aware of this. They're aware of their advantage right now. See Fly already starting to get in position to perhaps get a ward. Just walk in, face check the high ground. And he's spotting the stacks.
Already heading away from the stacks, knows that it's just not safe for him to remain around here with EG scouting it out as they are.
They're just preventing him from farming it. His jungle is occupied from the Lion and from the Timber, and Ice is actually going to steal the Ancients away himself.
Yeah,
that is
I mean, it's so hard for Poyoyo to find anywhere to farm.
Yep.
I mean, he's sitting in the bottom half net worth right now. They're completely punishing the Morph. I mean, maybe to the extent that, you know, as the panelists predicted this Morph pick, maybe this was very much something that the EG knew that VG Gaming were going to do against them, and they had in mind a game plan to make sure that the game would be very, very hard for the Morph in the early stages.
They just can't deal with the start of this Timber Saw. Like we mentioned, you know, Ame, he did have that way to be able to deal with him because he had that great laning start, so he turned to the Timber and kill him, but Ice is just too far ahead. They do not have the damage.
They're able to find Old 11 in the trees here with the slight. They catch him out. Pretty tanky, but not tanky enough for the finger from Crit there. Crit finishes him off. Another kill for EG now, seeing a 4K lead here, 14 minutes in.
Arteezy untouched, continue to get this free farm, going for the Diffusal build again. Makes a lot of sense versus the Morphling. He did it the other game too, where it wasn't some like clear narrative of why he would want Diffusal, but it just seems good as an item on Terrorblade as is. As Poyoyo, again, just shows for a second under a ward, immediately has to run away, starts getting run down. Even Arteezy getting involved for this pressure now, perhaps looking to push it tier 2 early on.
I mean, it's just so tough. I mean, Poyoyo, he barely gets to take out a camp of neutrals before EG turn up.
Radiant's bottom tower.
I mean, VG Gaming, but
what
what can the rest of them sort of achieve? Like, what sort of moves do VG need to be making to just try and make this map a little more open and safer for the Morphling?
At the moment, they're getting ran at. They can't connect with their big ulti combos. They need 11 to get in a position to land that combo, but he's so frail because the only hero they're really seeing most of the time is Ice. Look at mid. He's the only hero really showing in a quote-unquote dangerous position, and they would have to commit so much to kill him that then EG has all the space in the world to perhaps even go for a Rosh on. If they commit every ult on him, EG goes straight to Rosh. Abed pushing out bottom. It's just difficult for them to really catch much of anything. They're going to go for the hard play. They're going to look for the Ember Spirit, but immediately Abed, he just jumps himself toward top before they even get a chance to set up for him. And we'll see what this smoke can accomplish. Limited vision right now for them.
I'll see what they can get. I mean, smoke just about to come to an end. Can Ori get any sort of setup here? But Ice just still, he hasn't sort of left this entirety of the mid lane. He's always there, slap bang in the middle of the map, just making it very hard for VG Gaming to achieve any sort of moves around him.
The supports keep getting these wards deep and aggressive whenever Abed's pushing a lane in. There's a ward to watch him, so he's not going to get caught from one of these Vici rotations from the puck because they'll be seeing it. And yep, continues to be Ice just in that risky position, and they can't kill him. Now he's got 2180 HP with the Sage, with the Hood. It's far too tanky. He's going to go for the pipe, not really even itemizing for that Spirit Vessel. I think he's recognizing how much they shut the Morphling down. He can perhaps prolong it till later if he even chooses to go for it.
Yeah, and looking at the Morphling going out, top, what the heck's opening? See, they've got enough damage to take out Old 11, Impale to follow up. Not going to commit further though, with the Sunray coming out, TP's coming in. EG will start to back off. Crit, he should get caught here, as they'll find him on the way out.
Dire's middle tower.
At the same time though, EG, they might still be looking to fight back here. Ahmed's coming in from the side. Let's see what he can set up on. As they're charging in, he'll be held back by the Yules for now. Old 11 looking for the combo, but he's not able to find the target. The Remnant out's there. Ahmed's back to safety. The kisses are coming in. They've used everything. It's just not done a whole lot. Ice is still pretty much sitting at 80% HP. Even Timber chases aggressively back into them. They'll drop the Dream Coil down. Backup's coming in from Ahmed. Ice still somehow like finally falls, but it's taken them so long that EG is now going to have a chance to punch back a little bit. They take out Old 11. The rest of VG Gaming have to get out of there. I mean, yeah, they do kill the Timber, but it really does. It literally takes every single spell in the book here from VG Gaming to kill him.
But it's a good move. It's exactly what they needed to do. Bring absolutely everybody to stop this advantage from EG. Meta starts going down, Arteezy runs away. They needed to get something to get this Morphling back into the game, and he pretty much is back in. He's got the Ethereal Blade any second now. The Puck also has Witchblade onto the way toward the Blink Dagger too, so a good move to stop the momentum that EG was getting.
Yeah, no, but a big fan of the E-Blade rush this game from Poyo-Yo. It's obviously the more difficult thing to pull off, you know, not having that Manta to remove some of the things that EG are going to be able to throw down onto the Morph, but it gives you that fantastic potential to just get kills and have that opportunity to start some of these engagements with a hero dead on EG's side.
Yeah, just you can explode the Terrorblade. You can perhaps explode the Ember if you can connect your spear onto him, since you did play that one beautifully versus that Yule Scepter. They can still look to kill some targets. Crit trying to finish his Blink Dagger. He's gonna get punished. 11 finds him. They do have this aggressive ward. That smoke that they made earlier, it wasn't successful for a kill, but it did get them vision deeply.
Oh yeah, these are some nice plays from Vici Gaming.
He was about
after
to
a
have Blink
very
too.
tough start here.
He had what, 50 gold or something, 80 gold till he had Blink Dagger, so a very
Yeah, he must have been
kill.
so close. Absolutely.
Do find themselves also a Philosopher's Stone for the Phoenix, one of the better items that you can get onto this more carry-esque support hero. And do a Blink on the Puck too, so several different forms of initiation. Is this a Spirit Vessel almost done too? PYW almost has a Spirit Vessel too, so some solutions for this versus this tanky Timbersaw will be coming out from Vici as well. And playing around their ward vision, sitting around this bottom ward that got them the kill on the Lion. Crit, he's going down to the bottom lane to finish up his Blink Dagger, and Vici has found themselves a better footing inside of the game now.
Oh, for sure, yeah, EG showing their prowess in the laning stage, but Vici Gaming able to pull out these moves now that's definitely keeping control of the lead that EG have built up. See mid old 11.
Dire's top tower is
Does he
under
want to
attack.
try and open up on Ice? It's not too tempting here.
It's too close to the tower.
Yeah.
If they had the Vessel, maybe. But without the Vessel, I don't think that they'll have the damage. Crit spotted,
They'll
though.
find him
Dire's
instead.
top tower is
Yeah.
under attack.
They're able to take down Crit. Of course, did manage to spend up on the Blink Dagger before, so left that ready for the next fight. But with a man down on EG, Vici Gaming, they've got the numbers to keep the pressure on mid. See what EG do about this pressure and push with just the four of them. Looks like they're not too interested. His old 11's pushing them away, giving the space here for Vici Gaming to take this tier 1 tower mid.
Radiant's middle tower.
Good moves
has
from
fallen.
Vici. They get the 20-minute mark too. Tome gets purchased right away for PYW. Soon to be level 12 on him for that level 2 egg, which, as you mentioned, is probably going to be pretty unkillable for EG in most of these situations. So definitely back in the game. Arteezy still leading that board, has his BKB finished, so maybe he can kill the egg if the fight does kick off for him. And he's looking to fight back. I love that I've been seeing this more inside the Major. It tends to happen at all these tournaments. It's just these constant fights. This is one of the slower games, though. 9-7, 21 minutes in. 2k gold advantage for EG from the way Vici has stabilized the game.
But definitely one of those games where it feels like the kills that we've had have been more good plays rather than mistakes, you know, from either team.
Agreed.
It's some very, very nice moves here from both sides. Let's see, yeah, Arteezy with that BKB, as you say, he's ready to join the gang. They've got a smoke on Crit if they want to go, and they do. Straight away, EG ready to make the move. Arteezy's hit this power spike now with the BKB. Obviously, excellent timing here. See if they can get the catch on Poyo-Yo. All down to Crit with the blink. He's in. He's got it. Hex is there. Straight in time. Crit makes the jump there with that blink reveal, and it couldn't be on a better target there. Morphling taken out.
Oh, and look at the map of Sentry that Vici has placed.
Oh, look at mid.
Mid.
They're really trying for Ice. They do the coil and the kisses. It's not enough. And the egg and the arena. But Ice, he'll be fine. Arbet's been out in it for now. He's able to remnant out in time to dodge the supernova stun and get straight back in with the chains onto old 11. Found their ultimates now. Vici Gaming, they've got not got really anything else to fight with. As once more, just everything being thrown out. This time they don't get Ice. This is all the ultimates being used by Vici Gaming, but to no avail. Nothing is achieved with it.
That's with the Vessel, a full Sunray as well on Ice, but with the Pipe, with even the Vambrace, a little bit of extra magic resist, it's enough for them to survive, take the tier 2 after killing the Morphling bottom. Big move from EG now. Striking back after a little bit of momentum was going Vinci's way. They start to reassert their dominance. Take the outpost away too.
Bounty killing!
I think it just goes to show that Vici Gaming, you know, being the 5k behind, they can't really take the fights 4v5. They have to have the full squad up. They have to have Poyoyo's involvement with this E-Blade. Otherwise, they just don't stand a great chance at all of really getting any of these kills. Maybe apart from if they do catch crit out of position. But of course, that has not happened too much at all this game. So not easy for Vici Gaming to make these plays when they lose a hero.
No, and the Mars ult only really catches, in theory, just an Abaddon. And the Ember Spirit just jumps out of it. So the Arena and the Egg don't really connect as they would have liked to. Need their full squad. Does EG see an opportunity now? Perhaps go for a Roche. That Egg's still on cooldown for 30 seconds. Should be able to bring this one down quite safely.
Let's see if there's going to be any awareness here from Vici Gaming. It's not the quickest of Roches, so that definitely a chance for Vici to try and get something to happen here. Poyoyo and Ori, they're on the hunt down bottom, seeing if they can get a catch. If they get the coil down onto Arbet, they might have a chance of popping him.
He sees them.
He's going to show himself
right
away.
on top of them.
He does indeed, and he's out.
And that's the space.
Fully aware there of the plays being made, and it really is, drawing half the team of Vici Gaming down to the bottom lane. As the Kisters will come out. Ice, he's in immediately, straight on top of DY. I think he barely got one kiss out there before having to try and run. And he's not going to be able to do so. Ice chases him down. DY will die. As EG, they can finish off this Roche without any further interruptions now from Vici.
Strength supports for Timbersaw. Quickly ran down.
Fallen to the Radiant. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Very terrifying indeed. I mean, and it's one of those sort of things that there's not really too much you can buy, right, as that strength support that really helps you against the Timber killing you. It's not like he's running up and hitting you, you buy a Ghost Scepter. There's no sort of kind of cheap, affordable item that's really going to stop him from getting away with that each and every time.
Glimmer is the best solution, but yeah, when you're just using your kisses, he can just get right on top of you. And they did have a ward. They did prepare themselves very nicely for that Roshan, both with the ward bottom to watch the aggressive move and the defensive ward to watch in case of any move. EG.
No, for sure. Yeah, even if the Glimmer's come out. He's got the wand in his slot. He can get some detection out on himself easily.
Yeah.
It's very hard for them to hide from this Timbersaw. Okay, just a lot of weight on Poyoyo. BKB E-Blade, what can this morph do? The potential of him was talked up a lot at the start of this game. Let's see what he can bring. So far, it's been a very quiet game from him. 0, 1, and 1, and understandably so. It's very, very hard for him to really get involved. This BKB should be enough for him to be able to turn up, maybe find that opportunity to burst down one. But I say that he's going to get jumped. He's going to find him. Have they got the damage? They do. That's the more fountain down for 50 seconds. As Crit getting these setups and really being the thing that's just stopped Poyoyo from being able to play those last few times, trying to push down bottom, turn up in the mid. Crit finds him, and with Poyoyo gone, again, it's just 4 versus 5. Vici Gaming, there's not a whole lot they can do to tackle EG.
They're trying to just slow down the wave, but EG, they glyphed the catapult to keep it alive a little bit longer. Vici will glyph back to kill that catapult. 15 seconds still matter.
Of course. See if they want to push in with that timing in mind. Still tier 2's ready for the taking on the side lanes for EG if they want to go for the easier objectives. Or then they themselves with this Arteezy Terrorblade, not necessarily in any rush to end this game soon. They can definitely take the safer route here.
Absolutely. Still showing some respect to that massive team fight that Vici does have when they do have their full squad up, when Poyoyo respawns. Now starting to reset. They do see the Morphling bottom for a second. Gonna push the top lane with the Ember Spirit. He can rejoin the fight too. He has that Remnant in the mid lane in case it does kick off.
Bounty!
Full Greaves now for Timber. So even tankier. Pipe Greaves, he's got the auras for his team.
Titan Slither as well here for Arteezy.
Yummy.
What do VG do? Setting up around the bottom, and they're bringing 4 in here. Maybe the anticipation that EG might come in for a tier 2 tower defense. That's going to be the case. I mean, EG, of course, with the Terrorblade Metamorphosis up, they can look to just pressure the high ground, maybe try and force VG Gaming to be the ones that have to back up.
Yeah, they're going to force some reaction. They have a base ward placed now, too.
Yeah.
It is spotted from VG. It's going to get killed quite quickly.
Radiant's
So
bottom
eyes on crit for these
trying
strikes.
EG. Poyo definitely has to do that. Make sure that he's prepared for the jump from this Lion. There's Ori trying to start things up onto Arteezy. BKB and Aegis to fall back on here for Arteezy. Start things up with the kisses. Trying to slow it down. Arteezy trying to do his best here to sidestep them. I mean, even if he doesn't, it's not too much damage at all, and he doesn't really care. That's the melee rack's gone. They get the objective, they try burst Arteezy with the E-Blade, but immediately the BKB comes out. Arteezy takes down old 11. PYW's gone as well. Poyo, he's trying to get crit. He really wants to kill this line. Will manage to do so. They bring down crit, but Poyo, he's suffering here against the damage from the rest of EG, as that's the morph down. Poyo and old 11, they do have buybacks available, but the top racks are taken. They're swinging over towards the mid. EG, I don't think they're going away anytime soon. Still with that Aegis. They want to at least try and maybe force out some of these buybacks. Zarbed throwing in the Remnant aggressively, threatening the ability for him to jump in onto the back lines. As they're going to continue to go to work, EG onto the base of VG Gaming. They don't want to spend these buybacks, VG. And if they don't, they will lose themselves a second set of racks here against the Terrorblade of Arteezy. EG, they'll get the objectives, barely losing anything at all. Their only crit that died came straight in with the buyback. VG Gaming, they're still just unable to do anything about EG getting whatever they want.
EG just smashing the fights, even versus this insane team fight lineup that VG has drafted. They can't get their spells off. The egg doesn't even come up before he dies. Old 11 can't get a spear off. He runs in, drops the ult, and then just gets hexed and killed. Doesn't get his BKB off because of that. Excellent plays from EG, getting themselves huge advantage now. 11k gold lead, swinging to bottom too. VG's team fight's just been broken.
Yeah, they've just never been able. Well, they have been able to get it together. It's just never really been enough.
No, and not in the right scenarios with like multiple heroes caught inside of it either. It was only really the Abaddon the one time when they got the big connection. It was just an Abaddon.
Sure.
And it was Ice kind of baiting them to go for that play there. It's been really good execution from EG. Almost the entire game making no mistakes.
I mean, and when you look at EG achieving this here with this lineup, I mean, you know, as a team, what do you think you're looking at about this and saying we got to take this away, we got to break this up? You know, how do you stop EG from being this fluid with these heroes?
You got to be more prepared for the lanes. They just played these lanes so well. Arteezy free farmed. They took the top tower 7 minutes because this Timber saw that double up wave, that level 1 play, just set them up for a pretty huge advantage going into the mid game. And just the way that they've warded too, I've loved the vision that EG has been placing. They're watching all the moves, and they're always putting Ice in the risky position, and he's only died the once, even when he is playing super far up. He's giving Arteezy all the space in the world to farm. It's been very impressive.
There we have it, old 11, he's going to try something, but the BKB's out from Arteezy. Instantly steps outside of the arena. Continues to push on here with the Metamorphosis. What can they do? Jump in with the Dream Coil. Put the catch on the Arteezy. Do they have the burst? They're attempting to get in with the Supernova as well. BKB popped by Poyo. But EG, they're just stepping back.
Away.
They don't care. Arbed, he's stepping in, he's going in, he's going out with the Remnants dancing over VG Gaming here, Arbed. As again, the ultimates are down, but nobody is dying. Nobody's even barely taking any damage on EG here to the combos from VG Gaming's. EG, they'll push on, they'll get themselves another set of racks.
It's over.
This one is looking pretty much over, and yeah, they'll call it now. GG, well played there, as EG here looking terrifying in this game one. This was seemed like a bit of a walk in the park for EG.